Hi, everybody. Some old guy with MS here again. Um, let's see. Continuing on with investing. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Some people have seriously asked me, do you need a lot of mathematics to figure out, how much to buy, how many shares, how many dollars worth, so on and so forth. So basically, what you need is arithmetic, which means you need addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Probably be a good idea to know a little bit about percentages. Yeah, it actually, if any of the people I went to high school knew, I was doing a video telling you what mathematics you need, they'd probably be laughing their heads off because, I wasn't a dummy in high school, but I certainly was no math whiz or arithmetic whiz. Actually, my dad, he was an arithmetic whiz. He knew all his multiplication tables and I guess division. And if you asked him something, he would he could give you the answer almost immediately. I'm not like that at all. Basically, all I know is for multiplication, well, the 2 times table, like you multiply anything by 2, you of course double it. So 2 times 6 is, what is that, 12? 2 times 2 is 4. 4. The other interesting thing about the 2 times table is if you multiply any number by 2, the result is a positive number. Seems pretty obvious, but it is interesting because, of course, thinking about it, there is not a number that if you multiply it by, you get a negative number. Well, I think it's interesting. I also know my times 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 100 times 10 be 1,000. You basically, whatever number you multiply by 10, you add a 0 to it. And my 5 times 10 table. 5 times the number. Well, even if you're not sure, it's half of what it'd be if it was 10 times that number. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. All the other numbers, well, I kind of sort of know them, but Not really. See, like, for example, well, no, before the example, knowing what 2 times something is, 5 times something is, and 10 times something is, and knowing your addition and subtraction, yeah, you can figure out just about anything. Okay. For example, I always found the 7 times table and 9 times table particularly difficult. In fact, I still don't really know them. So, what's 7 times 9? Well, if you know those three I was talking about, 7 times 9, well, that's 1 7 less than 7 times 10. 7 times 10 is 70. You minus 7. And, God, I hope I get this right. See, 70 minus 7 is 63. Yeah, I think that's right. Well, that's right. So you don't need to be a super whiz at math. You just need to know how to figure the answers out. And percentages. You should have a basic understanding of percentages. Percentages are just if you converted everything, so it was out of 100. Yeah. So say, so how do you use percentages? Say you want to know what, I don't know. Say you wanted to know what 10% of 60 is. Well, you move the decimal 1 position to the left. So 10% of 60, move the decimal 1 position to the left, is 6. Well, what's 1% 60? Well, 10% is 6. So do that again. And it is 0.6. And you can do that quite easily with any number. Say, you want to know what 10% of 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1,234. You want to know what 10% of that is? Well, 10% of that is $123. $123.4. So if you play around with that, you get proficient at it. It's quite easy, you know. Yeah. Anyway, in high school, well, this is kind of a funny story. I was supposed to wear glasses when I was quite young. I think grade 4, I was supposed to start wearing glasses. And glasses, when I was in grade 4, were really dopey looking things. Not near as cool as my glasses now. So in grade 4, when I got these glasses, I thought to myself, nah, I'm not wearing these. They make me look like an idiot. So from grade 4 to grade 12, I did not wear glasses, and I had no clue what was written on the blackboard. I think in grade 4, maybe grade 5, I sat at the front of the class so I could see what was on the blackboard. Near the end of grade 5, it was like, yeah, this is kind of pointless. So I sat wherever I wanted. And I remember grade 12 math, I sat at the back of the class because there was no point. I absolutely could not see that was written on the blackboard. And, it's quite interesting. I look at my notes, and I took really good notes. And I'll like a page, and then there's a blank spot. And then maybe over half a page over, or a page and a half over, my notes start again. And if anyone looked at that, they'd go like, well, that is real weird. But what what it was is a teacher talking. Sorry. And as long as he talked, I would take really good notes. And then sometimes he'd stop and write on the blackboard or do an example on the blackboard, which of course I couldn't see. So I wouldn't do notes for that. But I'd leave space so I could fill it in afterwards. Well, now here at 64, I still haven't filled anything in. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Oh, I got to tell you one more story. I went to Simon Fraser University for a time, and I was taking science courses. And I was doing terrible. I was really I was very unhappy. And I was on academic probation. So I sort of started thinking to myself, yeah, maybe I am a dummy. So one term, what I did is I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to take the hardest course I can and do all the work and see how I did. So I took I think it was differential calculus. And for the first part of the term, I did every single assigned question. I did every question in the textbook at the end of the chapters. I did all the reading, and I really, worked at it like you're supposed to. We had a midterm, and what he did was he made the midterm, the professor, he made the midterm out of 100, and I took that test, and I got 99 out of 100. And I looked at the one that I got wrong. I just looked at it like, oh yeah, I know what I did wrong. So I could easily have got 100. So I thought to myself, there, you see, I'm not a dummy. And so, of course, for the rest of the term, I got back into my old ways, and I think I got a D in the course. I remember telling that story to my sister, and she says, "Yeah, Roy, you're not a dummy, but boy, are you an idiot," which is probably true. Anyway, so you don't have to be a genius in mathematics or arithmetic to invest. And as far as calculators go, you need the simplest, easiest to use one. Profit and loss is just addition and subtraction. It's very easy to invest. I think that kind of wraps up investing. Oh yeah. Alternative investing. What I mean by that is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been on a tear lately. And right now, I think it's at 18,600, where it was very, very recently. The all-time high is 19,600. So we're very, very close to the all-time high. It might even break it. Now, why is Bitcoin going up? Well, in some ways, oh yeah, this is all just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Listen to what I say if you want. And if you act on anything I say, that's all upon you. So the question is, why is Bitcoin going so high now? Well, in some ways, Bitcoin is very similar to gold. People generally pile into it when there's a lot of uncertainty. with Trump and Biden, although it's getting more certain, there's uncertainty. With COVID-19, there's uncertainty. So people are piling in to Bitcoin, as I think they are into gold. Although I haven't looked at gold lately. Do I think it's a good investment? Not really. I've never bought Bitcoin. I missed out on making tons of money. I may be wrong. Maybe it's the time to get in, but I really don't know. But because it's at its near all-time high, there's been a lot of interest in it lately. I've seen a couple of YouTube videos that are talking about Bitcoin. I saw this one where the talking head said, yeah, when they get a vaccine for COVID-19, it's going to go down. I saw this other one where this woman said, and she's a financial advisor, she said, Bitcoin and gold are very, very similar. If Bitcoin ever equaled gold as a store of value, by comparing the amount of gold in the world and the amount of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is the max number of Bitcoins is fixed, and I think it's 21 million. If it as a store of wealth was the same as gold, she says it would go up to 100,000 per coin, which I just have a hard time believing. So, gonna crash, gonna go up. Who knows? But if you want to do something completely different, there is Bitcoin. There are actually lots of what do they call these? Currencies like that right now. The only one I can remember is Ethereum, but I think didn't what was it? Didn't Argentina create a cryptocurrency? Argentina or Venezuela, I don't know. One of them. I think China started one. So there are lots of options. But Bitcoin is by far the best known and the oldest. Now, would I put money into it? Yeah, I don't think so. But that's me, not necessarily you. Anyway, let's see, what should we talk about next video? I think I'll talk about the care home again. A little bit different this time. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll end it here. End communication. Okay. This is not for you, nor are those chocolates or that beer. Start listening. Mouse grid. 8, 8, 1, click. Mouse grid. 5, 9, 6, click. Bye bye.